Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Wanted to come on personally today and wish you all a happy Easter, and I hope your day is going well, blessed and beautiful. Today I wanted to jump on and show you all how I make my cornbread dressing recipe. So I'm coming on cooking Sunday dinner, and I just had to share. This recipe is too good to keep to myself, so I wanted to share it out to the world today. I made my cornbread a little ahead of time. This recipe is already on my channel, and I boiled some turkey thighs in some just plain water, salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and a half a stick of butter. So my water was seasoned, my broth was seasoned. So this is my turkey thigh meat, and I have my seasoning, my cream of chicken. I have some poultry season and sage, onion powder, garlic powder, salt, and pepper. So we're going to get right into it. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut a stick of my Land O'Lakes unsalted butter. I want it unsalted because my broth is seasoned, so don't want to add too much season to it and want it to be salty, and then it'll mess up our recipe. So the first thing I'm going to do is melt this butter down so we can saute our veggies. Now my veggies I have here is 1 onion, 3 stalks of celery, a little red bell pepper, and a half of a green bell pepper. So I'm going to wait till this melt down a little bit so we could put those good old veggies in there. Now I've seen some people just put their veggies and just start mixing it into their cornbread. Me myself personally, I like to cook it down a little because I like my veggies tender. I don't like it too crunchy in my cornbread dressing. So yeah, I like to saute mine for about 10 minutes to get it, you know, kind of translucent. Because of course it's going to cook in the oven for, you know, about 45 minutes to an hour. And they're going to definitely cook in the oven, but I just like to get a little head start on the veggies. So our butter is almost melting, and that was pretty fast. So I'm going to go ahead on and drop in our seasoning. I did a little prepping today so it won't be so hard on me. So that's why I made the cornbread a little ahead of time. But like I said, it's definitely on my page already. And if you go back, you can see how I did it. So we're just going to saute these veggies up on a medium to low fire for about 10 minutes, and I'll be right back. Sorry. Okay, now our veggies are soft. I'm just going to go ahead and turn my little owls off. And I'm going to transfer my softened veggies right into this cornbread mixture. Just like that. Okay, then I'm going to give it a mix. And it's smelling good in here already. Smelling good, y'all. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with some of this rich broth. This is our broth from the turkey thighs. And I see I have a little piece still in there. And I'm going to add it to it and give it a stir. No, never mind. Stir it all up just like this. Now your juice gonna get sucked like a sponge from the to the cornbread. So most of it is gonna absorb into the cornbread. I'm gonna add a little more because you don't want it too loose and you don't want it too tight. Now I still have some meat in there. We're just going to take our time and mix it in. Ooh, I wish y'all had smell-o-vision and smell this. Now to me, this is, you want it jiggly like this because we still have to add our meat in, and that's definitely going to tighten it up a little more. Okay, so right now I'm going to add 1 can of my cream of chicken. And I may only need just 1 can. I'm also going to add some poultry seasoning. Poultry seasoning. I'm also going to add a little ground sage. Now this is just what I add to mine. Now you don't have to add it to yours if you don't ever do it. A little onion powder. Followed by a little garlic powder. Some black pepper. Now I'm gonna wait for the salt. I'm not gonna add it just yet because my broth was seasoned. And I'm gonna just go ahead on and mix it all in, y'all. There's nothing like a good cornbread dressing recipe. I'm telling you. It is nothing like it. Ooh, I feel a sneeze coming on. They say if it ain't seasoned, it ain't seasoned. Went back down. Okay, I'm going to get me a little fork. And I'm just going to taste a little. And it may just need a little salt. I like to taste as I go, y'all, so if I find I need a certain ingredient in there, then I'm going to go add it. I'm going to rinse my fork off again, and I'm going to taste it again. And to me, that's perfect. What I'm going to do now is add 1 egg. And mix it again. So y'all, this don't take long at all. This does not take long at all. If you prep, ahead of time. Because I don't like to get bottled down, especially when I have multiple dishes to make. I like to do some prep work and get some of the stuff out the way with. Especially that's how I am around Christmas and Thanksgiving. Oh my gosh. I also have a honey ham in the oven right now. Alright, then we're going to go in and start adding our turkey thighs. And the reason I chose turkey thighs is I ran upon them in the store. And I was like, I'd rather use thighs, whether it's chicken thighs, turkey thighs. I'd rather use thighs because it's more juicier. It's so tender. This meat was falling off the bone. So tender and it's juicy. It's not dry like a breast would give, Breast meat is known to be dry. So I wanted to keep this dish succulent and add the turkey thighs to it. It had a bone in it, so it rendered off a good rich broth. I'm going to just incorporate it real good. And I definitely like it the next day, y'all. The next day action is so good. Leave me a comment. Let me know what y'all doing on this Easter Sunday and what was on your dinner table. What did you have? I did my dessert, which is my sweet potato pie. I have here, I did a video yesterday showing how I made it. So we're having a little company today. Instead of doing a round pie and cut the triangles, I did the sheet pan sweet potato pie. And that I did yesterday. And I just have to take a minute and cut some of those squares. Y'all see it's set up real well. It is so good. And you get more out of it, especially when you're having company. Unless you find yourself making multiple pies. So I think that sheet pan is, you know, it's enough. And it'll go a long way when you're having company. So when it gets around Thanksgiving time, you don't know what to bring, or they ask you to bring a dessert, check out my recipe. And shout out to my camera guy. He's awesome. He helped his mom out so well, and I appreciate him so much. I think there might be enough meat in here. So yeah, see how jiggly? That's how you want it, because it's definitely going to bake. And when it bakes, it's going to tighten up once it sit and get cool. Just like that. See how simple that is, y'all? That was so simple. I was looking for my parsley flakes. I have some fresh parsley in the refrigerator, but forgot to cut some up with my seasoning, so I'm going to just top it with a little dry parsley flakes. Not many, we know they don't have a taste, it's just for decoration. And just sprinkle on a little like that. This is ready for the oven, y'all. This is ready, it's smelling good. So what I'm going to do is top this off with some aluminum foil. I'm going to leave it in the oven for 1 hour. 30 minutes covered, 30 minutes uncovered. So that, you know, it allows the top to get brown at the end. And my temperature is going to be 425 degrees. And when I come back, we're going to have our delicious cornbread dressing recipe that's going to be ready for the dinner table tonight. I'll see you all in a second. Okay, everybody, as you can see, it's done and done cooled off. The boys done dug in. Before I could show y'all the whole picture, I am just going to take a little bit out and add a little bit onto this plate here and give it a taste. They have that tender turkey thigh in here, and I'm gonna taste it. It is moist in the middle, and it is delicious. My favorite part is the outside part where you see the dark pieces. That's my favorite. So yeah, this is delicious, y'all. Make sure you like my page, make sure you subscribe, make sure you leave a comment, and thank y'all for watching. Have a good day.